Woo! Hi, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak farm.
This is the farm where we raise cross stitches.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good.
You know what? I think we should just keep that.
I
Write
like
it down.
that.
Write that down. This is how we plan things. Random things come out of my mouth. If we like it, we write it down.
I like that. Today is Monday, March the 1st. It's the 1st of
Frack you February. Frack you February. Don't let the door hit you or the good luck split you.
What was wrong with February? Other than
White and white and white and white and white. Oh my God. It's not every day where Ohioans and Texans can simultaneously say, screw this white shit. Actually, I don't think I've ever had that happen before in my lifespan.
It's happened before, but
not at the same time. The storm usually does not go from Ohio to Texas.
Really?
It usually either hits Texas or it hits Ohio. That's a very rare once in a blue moon storm.
It was a pretty rare storm, but okay. Excuse me.
Welcome back to all of our returning subscribers. Greetings to all you new people. And to those that keep coming back and aren't subscribed, click it. Click it real good. And to the new people, yes, this is how I am normally.
This is normal, JoJo.
Which is an oxymoron.
True story.
Normal and I didn't get along as kids, and we no longer speak.
True story. It is the beginning. It's the 1st of March, so it is the first day of Mayhem. Woohoo! Go Mayhem! It's also the first day of the next round of Myth and Magic Stitching Wars.
I can actually help now because I'm going to be stitching a lot. I'm not making anything big.
Well, that's fine.
I'm a villager. I haven't been participating in a little while because I've been annoyed.
Yeah, you can only gift us one thing a day anyway, so.
That's new.
It is new. It started with last round. Villagers may only gift one gift per clan per day.
Okay.
And clans may only receive one of each item per day. It's kind of to cut down on some of the petty junk that's happened.
Oh no! It just goes to prove that people are coordinated.
Yes. So why don't we shout out our why don't we shout out our commenters? Oh, being March.
Because you keep interrupting.
Joe is, picking my.
Can we do the shout outs and then we'll do that part?
Whips. I'm in the middle of speaking. Joe's picking my whips for the month for the props, so we'll be in different clothes for plans. Because we did it on Saturday and we're going to do it on Saturday.
We didn't do mine, did we? We just did yours.
When we cut back to it, we'll do yours.
I'm just getting clarification. Okay, comments?
Shout out our commenters.
Okay. Bridget, Teresa, a different Bridget, Lee Cannoli, and Lynn.
My girl Bridget and her
Shooting Star Spree.
Multiple comments. I love it. I love my Bridget.
I like going Bridget. I do the same thing at work. The office manager's name is Bridget. And I have very many ways of saying her name. Then again, she's one of the only two people I know of who call me Joseph Reed.
Hey, Joseph Reed.
The only other person that does it on the regular is my mom when I pissed her off.
Okay, Joseph. Shout out to those of to Angie. Commented on our stitch with me because she did not get to participate.
I also want to shout out the people who did the stitch with me.
And a commenter whose YouTube name was And She Was asked about, I don't know if you watch the regular Flosstube videos because you don't comment on the regular Flosstube videos and it doesn't tell me like who watches without commenting. So if you do watch the regular Flosstube videos, I replied to her comment. She asked about some ways to make cross-stitching a little bit more of an inexpensive hobby because it can get quite spendy. I threw some ideas out for her. I think we'll talk about that the next Stitch with Us. So,
Okay, you want to hear my random, stupid, easy
What?
idea?
well, I mean, that can get quite spendy too.
I know, but if you just have a bigger project with one color, it'll keep you busy for a long time. I mean, yes, it was expensive, but how much money do I spend a year on it?
And that I didn't think of that point. You know, yes, some of them can be spendy, but there's the time investment and the time it takes. So,
And if you do a bunch of little ornament things all with different colors, you're going to wind up with every color under the sun. And oh my God, do they have a lot of colors. First time she took me to the aisle that had the DMC.
444, I believe.
That's not counting the fun stuff, is it? My eyes crossed. I literally looked at her and went, what? Why? I actually thought I was in the paint section.
Well, you know, why are there that many colors of paint?
Because there's that many weird people.
Exactly. So we'll talk about some ways to maybe make the hobby not so spendy.
Buy her fabric.
My fabric's a bit spendy. I'm not gonna lie.
Quality. Hey, shameless self-plug.
Shameless self-plug. All right, why don't we go to our whips?
Corner pocket.
Okay then. Whips.
Works in progress. It was 3 to 4 months after I started cross-stitching before I finally found out what that meant. Not kidding. Ink circles, Dragons of Sumatra, on 16 count, picture this plus thunderstorm. And I might do a stupid amount of work on this thing by the end of the month, which is kind of the point.
That's the point.
I finished this up and I got that started. You'll find out in plans why I haven't been stitching much. I'll explain that in plans.
You've been playing video games.
Because I knew this entire month I wouldn't have a chance to.
We'll have a chance to play video games.
But not that much.
Okay, well, glass making week was last week. I wrote it down this time. So I remember. Alrighty, so we had to say something that would be easy for a beginner. And I decided all of these lovely color blocks on Lady with Dog would be easy for a beginner. It's a fairly basic, straightforward pattern.
I have a question for the people that run the group.
What?
Did anybody actually try to pass a Hade off as easy for a beginner? Because it's the only thing they cross stitch. I want to know.
I mean,
because if you do something long enough, you don't realize how hard something is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Curiosity. Cheryl, answer.
Okay. I got thread everywhere for some reason.
You're a cross stitcher.
Because there's always thread everywhere. This is on 14 count Ada. Another reason it would be super easy for a beginner.
Kit.
It's also a kit, so it came with everything you needed. I did 302 stitches on her, which was finishing out her collar. Her collar's all done. And starting her arm. The dog was scratching it. It was a weird noise. So that's my progress on her. Isn't she lovely?
Yes, her dog is lovely.
Yes, her dog is lovely. Something with both a liquid and a solid on it. Take a wild guess what I did. Shores of Popcorn Hollow.
I have a weird job.
Okay.
No, I just thought of a. I can do a cross stitch pattern for my triple point of water. That could be a liquid, solid, and a gas all at the same time. Sorry, weird job I have.
This is on 32 count. Cleveland Crud.
Just ignores it. Keeps going. She's used to it by now.
Oh, I'm used to the crazy by now. This is on 32 count Cleveland Crud. I did 302 stitches on this, which was these lovely flowers.
How much more do you have left to do?
And started the grass. I have to finish the rest of the grass down here. I have some water in here with some boats, some flower clover things on the outside of the border. Oh, and I have to fill in the unblock. I still have a lot to do on this. This is a very
stupid question.
Stitchy-tastic pattern. What?
Okay, I was right.
What?
Laura's on top going, mine, bitch.
Oh, and I also have to finish putting the words on it because I only have part of the words on it. There's a lot of stitches in that block.
I actually didn't realize there was a person on top till just now. And it's probably been there for months and months.
That was one of the first things I stitched on that block.
Well, paying attention to the house and all the bricks you were cussing at.
I was cussing the bricks out. The bricks were pain in my butt. And Brooks and I were not getting along. Okay.
And just like a real house, well, they're in there now.
I forgot a project.
What?
Scenic Farm is... Okay.
What bag is that in?
Blue wintry one with sparkles.
Everything's going to have sparkles.
Everything has sparkles. Okay. So we had to stitch on something with a mix of flosses. I pulled my flosses for Home for Christmas out of stash. So there's some DMC, some Victorian Motto. I think I might even have a Classic Colorworks in here. There's a mix-up. This was 314 stitches. I finished outlining the top row of windows and started adding in the red for the house front in there. Lovely, easy. Don't have to count stitching on that. Alright. Had to stitch on. I found it.
That would explain why I couldn't.
That would explain why it wasn't with my pile of whips, because it was with the pile for the plans.
But that would explain why it wasn't where I was looking.
Look. It's been a day, y'all. Okay. We had to stitch on something where two things were fused together. Snow and cold air make, or water and cold air make snow.
Actually, water, vapor, and cold air make snow. It's never actually liquid.
But those buildings are also stones fused together.
Sorry, science nerd. It just came out.
I put down a couple options for that in case they were like really cold air and water. Come on now. Good. So, Scenic Farm is on the Kit Ada. Home for Christmas is on a scrap of something I randomly dyed a while ago.
When you're done, I'm going to say something, but I'll shut up.
Scenic Farm is on the Kit Ada. And I did 332 stitches in it, which was more clouds. Over here. More clouds. That cloud is almost done.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! A lot of stitches. Oh, it's all one color. It's a blend. But it's all one color, so it's not too terribly difficult. Why are you dying over there?
I'll explain it in a minute. I'm waiting for you to finish.
Okay then. Okay, so this has to
You
go.
combining two things, right? So you just told you combine fabric with floss.
Yeah, we went there last week when on plans last week.
Editing out something.
Just do a little editing there.
I'm sorry I'm giggling so much, but I found in life if you find something really funny that makes you laugh, just go with it. Laughter makes you feel better. Even if it's something stupid, nobody else will get the joke. If you find it funny, laugh.
Pretty
And if
much.
people have a problem with it, laugh at their stupidity. Because you are clever enough to find it funny.
Yes. Okay. Did I do... Okay, so I've got everything else done. So my last prompt for glass making week was to stitch on something and come up with some crazy how you were coloring the flosses story. I busted out Farm Fresh butt nuggets. I worked on the words and the chicken. My chicken floss is a little bit whiter. You'll see it here in a second. My chicken floss is a little bit whiter than called for. So the black for the nuggets part of butt nuggets, I said I mixed my dog's black hair into it, and the white I said I mixed my cat's white hair into it. Because that was about as creative as I could get right then.
By the way, honey, Farm Fresh butt nuggets. Scrambled Farm Fresh butt nuggets. Any questions?
Scrambled mutant butt nuggets.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Chickens.
Scrambled butt nuggets.
Watch. If you haven't watched our Stitch with us, you'll get the joke.
Yes. Okay. I also busted this out for monthlies.
You had it in prison?
Yes. I released it for monthlies. I ended up getting 5 of the monthlies done. 2 of them? Yes, 2 of them. 2 of them. I did on butt nuggets because we were in Oz for the monthly. We had to stitch on something we'd found on a farm. And then we had to stitch on something that went flying by our window during the tornado. Chickens can fly during a tornado.
Actually, let me see. These eggs actually look like they're in the middle of a tornado.
I actually think my exact comment was something about chickens being a flightless bird, and oh, there goes the basket. Oh, there go the eggs. I got the whole thing. So I used it for quite a bit of stitches for this week.
Fly away, butt nuggets, fly away.
309 plus 307 plus 309 equals
309, 9, 18, 7 is 25, 333 is 9, 25.
925 stitches on Farm Fresh butt nuggets.
Not fair on a long day Monday. Oh, my brain now.
So this is on a piece of 28 count mystery even weave. Here is my Farm Fresh butt nuggets. My chicken stitched. I have to work on the word Farm Fresh and then the butt nuggets. Farm Fresh butt nuggets. That one's almost done.
I'm actually glad you don't have a chicken coop and sell eggs.
Because I totally would have a sign that said Farm Fresh butt nuggets.
No, you would put that on. You put that for the for sale sign. You put it in a nice weatherproof box and just put it out there.
Yep. Oh, I didn't count the black stitches on this. Anyways, there are some stitches that are on this that are not counted. My counts are a little bit off, but it's okay. You get a rough idea. I'll fix it later. My smallest whip, the Hands-On Design Anniversary project she released. A little pillow that said "Love You." I did light fabric dark letters as opposed to dark fabric light letters, and I finished it this weekend. I finished it last night at my mommy's because this was easy to take and easy to stitch. So it is all done. I need to FFO it.
Will you do it?
Probably gonna. She pillow finished it. I'm probably gonna do some version of a pillow finish.
You have enough fabric for a pillow finish?
Yes. I only need 1/4 of an inch. That's why it's so tight on this fabric. And there's a hole.
Okay. I didn't realize you had that. I misgauged how much you had left. Okay.
I could stitch this again if I wanted to.
I could stitch it on the other side perfectly evened up and it would be a reversible.
You're right. This is a piece of 14 count Opal Essence Ada in the colorway Mountain Rose from Silk Weavers. I used
Ride Forth.
No, not Ride Forth. Santa House.
Oh.
And I actually believe this is what I used for Cinderella. I had a big piece of it. I used to Victoria Motto Sampler Shop threads. Sorry for that. I did not count. So 308 stitches finished up the U and the love. I put in the arrow and the hearts last night at my mother's and I didn't count them.
Oh well, it's done.
It's done. I'll count them later. And then, last but not least.
You saw what I did, right?
Yes, I did. I finished the monthlies.
Our back road's kind of busy today.
It gets, yeah, it has busy spurts, like about the time everybody gets off of work and comes home. Plus, there's a church. There's a Catholic church right across the street from us in one of their entrances.
We're looking at it.
We look at it from our dining room. And they have 7 p.m. Mass on Monday, so. Okay. We live right across from Catholic church and we don't go to church regularly. And we're Catholic. So for my last 2 monthly prompts, I stitched on Lady of the Flag. The first one was something with red flower on it. She's holding red flowers. And something that ties into a city. I'm doing her in the
Statue of Liberty conversion.
Yeah, thank you. Did you see how my brain went like that? And of course, Statue of Liberty is in New York City.
If you look at New York City's anything, you see that the flipping a Statue of Liberty, even though technically it's in New Jersey.
Well, anyways, so I did 667 stitches on her. I had to math it. I could math that one. All right. She is on a piece of 32 count, hand-dyed by the Slovak Farm in the colorway For Your Thoughts. Everybody loves this colorway. Most of my stitching is down here and there. So I have a goal to finish her by September, and I need to stitch 600 stitches on her a week in order to accomplish that. So that was my 600 stitches this week.
Did I give you enough stitches this week?
Yes, because there's 200 stitches for the weekly prompt and 400 stitches for the zombie run.
I was going to say zombies.
So,
that's a good excuse to get any kind of stitches you want in.
well, that's why I put her on the zombie run, because I knew I'd get a lot of stitches in on her if I did that. So, that's my stitching for the week. I did 3,151 stitches, plus some because of, that. The month of February closing out. I reached my WIPCO goals on Shores of Hawker and Hollow and One Nation, which was 1,000 stitches for the month on each of those. My letters of the month Sal projects were Home for Christmas, which I started and completed 500 stitches on, and Lady with Dog, aka Lauren Bandy, which was 500 stitches, and I got more than 500 stitches on her. So, so I got 10,286 stitches in for the month. Not a bad month.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I think we have, okay, anyways. Stop scrolling, Laura. All right, I have some haul. My haul got here on Tuesday.
Do you want me to do my plans really quick now or later? We'll just do it on a little 10 seconds.
We'll do it when we get to that section.
Okay.
Let's go to haul. Haul.
Y'all.
Before I lost my job, I bought some needle minders from Gina's.
Why does it need that disclaimer?
I touched something. Because, I don't know. I only bought 3 needle minders. I got one that said, and really the reason I bought 3 was because these plastic ones are not that expensive, and in order to justify the shipping cost, I added a couple, so I don't think I spent more than $20. But I had to get this one. It says, "Why y'all trying to test the Jesus in me?"
Because it's fun.
I just had to get that one. And then I added these 2 onto it. This one has a potty word on it. That's why I have my fingers over it. It says, "Don't be a salty."
Female dog. Don't be a salty bandy.
Don't be a salty bandy. And then the little truck with hearts coming out of it, which I just thought was adorable.
You know what my exact thoughts on that is? That net broke and he just lost a lot of balloons.
I know, right? I like my red heart. So that's haul, because that's it. So let's move on to plans and announcements. Welcome to the plans portion of our program.
Hello.
We're actually filming this on Saturday so that I can
Stitch
on prompts starting Monday. So, Emerald Week in Daily 30.
We'll bring it over here so I can read it. While you're talking.
I was going to read them out loud to you.
I like to hear and read at the same time.
Oh, okay. Emeralds were first mined in Egypt around 1500 BC. Stitch on a whip with something old depicted in the design. It's quite a few of my things, because you could say a lot of my things are old.
I'm trying to think. I'd actually say Winter Fairy. Usually, whenever there's a Winter Fairy mythology, they are usually ancient creatures. And fairies are immortal.
Well, I guess we could do that. She doesn't look old in the design.
They're immortal. They look like they're 18 for millions of years. Fairies get the good stuff.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm going to look through.
You go
I want to get at least 2 for each one because
I forgot to do this anyways. So, we have to do this part. All right, something old.
yeah, either that or Argon and Heroin.
Well, which one do you want me to pick?
And to be do Winter Fairy. You haven't done that one in a while.
Okay. He's right. I have not done Winter Fairy in a while. Okay. This one's kind of a give me because I really only have one project that has emerald green floss in it.
Which one's that?
Lady.
Okay, yeah. Because you made her green, so I guess that's that one.
I mean, I have other projects that have green floss in them, but Lady of the Flag
Has the emerald, yeah, so that works.
works. Hold on, sorry. Sorry. I didn't do this. I meant to do this earlier.
Want me to pause this real quick?
No. Put stitches into a whip that has something that could be chipped or cracked in the design.
I have some choices with this one. Oh, this one and yeah, butt nuggets
Butt nuggets.
can be chipped or cracked. Eggs are very fragile.
Yes, you are correct.
It's one of those things you think of when you think of fragile.
Butt nuggets. Put stitches into your emerald, a work that you prize because of its imperfections.
The list.
I mean, but you're not wrong.
I'd actually say Scenic Farm. Because you actually did it on purpose. You changed the way the stitch was, not just the color, but the way it was stitched on purpose because you didn't like it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, this one might be interesting. Put stitches into a whip that you can predict will be finished in your very near future, or one that you cannot remember when you started.
Cardinal points. I have no idea when you started that dang thing. And you've had it for a long time.
I
There's that one of the ones you actually have recorded.
honey, look at the list.
Oh. And okay, that's what those dates are for.
All of my whips have dates next to them. Because I have a general idea of when I started them. So.
Okay, so now I need to know when you're going to get done soon.
Stitch. So yeah, probably I would go with something that would be finished.
Because there's only one here that doesn't have an entire date to it, and if I told you to do it, you'd kill me.
No, there's...
You don't have the day, so you don't have the day for.
No, I don't have the day for cardinal points either.
Okay. Knew it was old. So, which ones are you actually close to being done then?
Well, that's probably a good question.
In all honesty, the smallest one you have would be butt nuggets or knee high. Because knee high is not that big and you're over half done, aren't you?
Lady of the Flag is actually over half done.
But Lady of the Flag is also huge. Knee high is like one page, isn't it?
Yes, knee high is smaller, but proportionally there is more done on Lady of the Flag.
I know, but no, they said which one are you closer to finishing, which means how many stitches.
Honestly, butt nuggets is probably the closest to finish.
Which means I need another fragile one.
I mean, we can go with 2 for this. It's only 200 stitches each prompt this week, so we can double.
Okay, I was actually going to say do Lady with Dog. Because greyhounds are extremely fragile animals.
I can do that.
As greyhound owners, we found out they're just like a cheetah. They're built for speed, but they have very thin bones and very thin skin. I mean, they get injured so easily. You have to take so many precautions.
I'll put a video at the end. I'll try to remember to put a video at the end of this week's Flosstube of her running in the yard. You can see her running.
Yeah, she can run like there's no get out. But if she slips and falls the wrong way, we're probably going to have a major vet bill nightmare on our hands.
Yeah, she rolled herself in the snow a couple weeks ago, and I freaked momentarily because
Yeah, so lady with dog. That and also that woman looks like she's so long and skinny it looks like a stiff wind.
okay, that is all the prompts for the week.
Okay, are you doing anything with the monthlies?
So here's the thing with the monthlies this month. The monthlies this month we're doing a Cool Whip Bowl challenge. Cheryl, I absolutely adore this one. I think this one is probably like out of the ballpark in the last year and a half I've been in the group. This is probably my favorite one. So we are picking Cool Whip bowls out of our fridge. Is it Cool Whip or is it leftovers? So, the first one is this bowl has green beans from last night's dinner. Stitch on your newest whip.
So they're all newer, old. So
They're pretty much non-subjective. The second bowl has deviled eggs in it made by your neighbor from the barbecue last week. And stitch on a whip that was part of a stitch along. Number 3, this bowl is packed full of mashed potatoes that you swore you'd make into potato pancakes. That didn't happen. Stitch on a whip you thought you'd be done with by now. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I actually know which one you should do for that one.
I know which one I should do for that one too.
What? What's your guess?
Nativity.
No.
I'm
not including that one. I was going to say Lady of the Flag because you want to get it done in a hurry.
Yeah.
Knee high would work for that as well.
I thought I'd have Belle done too by now.
Yeah, as I said, most of the list.
This bowl has a thick layer of gray mold on top of whatever is in there. Your guess is as good as mine. Stitch on your oldest whip. I think looking at this list, it might be cardinal points, or, well, technically nativity.
Yeah.
But
so I don't know if you should call that a whip because you're not currently doing it.
Nativity's kind of been UFO'd for the moment. Number 5. This bowl has Cool Whip. Yes! Grab a spoon and stitch on the whip of your choice.
That I would actually say you choose.
Okay. Number 6. This bowl has one piece of leftover fudge from Christmas. Still smells good to me. Put stitches into your whip that is nearest completion.
That isn't used for something else.
It may be butt nuggets.
I was going to say butt nuggets or knee high, depending on how much you put on the knee high by the time you get that far.
Yeah.
But you're into butt nuggets, so you got to finish butt nuggets fast.
Yeah. See, the way I've been doing daily, the way I've done daily 30 is, I'm focusing on the weeklies, doing the zombie run, and the monthlies are kind of whenever I get a chance. I'll have 5 of the 10 monthlies from February done by the time we actually film on Monday, because I've got like 1.5 more to do to get to that 5 point. And you do 5, you get a reward. You do 10, you get another reward.
Right,
anyways, okay, number 7. Excuse me. This bowl is hard to open. This lid seems to be stuck. It's probably a good thing. Put stitch on a whip you're stuck on.
We're skipping that one.
Again.
She'll kill me. Well, there's actually 2 of them.
Huh.
There's one you're stuck on, and there's ones you just don't do that often.
I'm kind of stuck on Winter Fairy because stitching that fairy was challenging.
Aragon and Arwen, Winter Fairy, Knee High, Nativity, Cardinal Points. They're the ones you've been avoiding.
Okay, so knee-high actually I've been in touch. So the reason I haven't stitched much on knee-high yet is that knee-high is up for my May letters of the month.
Okay, so we'll have to
So
leave
I
that alone.
don't want to use up my 500. I don't want to leave it without stitches. There's a few that I put on here. There's only 3 that I put on here that I should have declared some of my other ones or finished. So I don't want to use up the 500 stitches I need on knee-high before...
Did we select knee-high for anything?
No.
Okay,
I think I've got enough playroom
Okay, but
for one or two more prompts, slow prompts.
So that would be Winter Fairy then.
Yeah. I feel like I'm most stuck on Winter Fairy because I kind of have been avoiding her because of my struggles with stitching
I fixed that first thing.
her. Yeah, this is true. Number 9. Number 8. This bowl has 1 chunk of roast beef inside. How y'all gonna leave the leftover roast beef? And actually, Cheryl put leftover roast beef. How? I agree. When I make roast beef, there ain't none left.
Yeah, there is. I can take to lunch tomorrow.
But there ain't none after that.
Nope.
Stitch on your favorite whip. What's my favorite whip?
Let me see. We have, going down the list, we have Argonne, Shores, One Nation, Belle, Raven Queen, Cardinal Points, Lady of the Flag, Lady with Dog, Scenic Farm, and Butt Nuggets. Tied for first.
So literally, basically, whatever is in my hands at the moment. He's not wrong.
I want a nickel for every time you said that since we started this channel.
Yeah. I ain't got a job no more, so.
No, but I don't think we'd have to worry about it if I got a nickel magically appearing every time you said that.
All right, number 9. This is a family-sized Cool Whip bowl, and it's completely full of leftover broccoli and cheddar soup. Old broccoli and cheddar soup.
Got it, pigs?
Womp, womp, womp. Stitch on your largest whip. Argonne and Arwen.
By a country mile.
And the last one is, this is the bowl of gravy that went with those aforementioned mashed potatoes. Stitch on a whip that is part of a series.
Shores is in itself a series.
Shores is Hawker Hollow is a series, so that would work.
Winter Fairy, Raven Queen are all part of the Fairy series from Nora Corbett.
Nope, Winter Fairy is not Nora Corbett.
Oh.
Winter Fairy is a Shadow Lane. It is also part of a series. Raven Queen is not part of a series. Shores is part of a series.
Lady in the Flag I know is a Nora Corbett. I don't know if it's part of a series.
Lady of the Flag is a Mirabilia.
I thought that was still Nora Corbett.
It is, but it's under a different design. Everything else is
I forgot the word Mira, okay?
All right. So, but yeah, the March monthlies are a little bit less subjective.
I just wanted to go through because you were laughing about it so hard.
Oh, we were having a good time when they got released a little bit early. Obviously, they got released early. Today's only the 28th. The 27th.
Well, you do also know that you're 2 days from March, right?
Yes, I know. Also, yesterday morning, Whitco numbers were called. My Whitco for the month is Shores of Hawker Hollow and Lady of the Flag. So I need to bang out 1,000 stitches on those two this month too.
By the way,
well,
if you don't want to do Winter Fairy,
let me rephrase that. Whipco's a little bit more subjective. I'm pretty sure I'm already at my Whipco goal for the month of March on Shores. Yes.
Also, Shores would work for the oldest. Because if I'm not mistaken, you're stitching on a very old building.
It would work for something old.
Yeah. Well,
So if we don't count nativity, my oldest whip is technically cardinal points.
oh no, the one that contains oldest things. Remember that was the first prompt for the weekly? Contains something that's old.
Yes.
And
Stitch on a whip with something old depicted in the design.
Well, usually when I think of winter fairies, I usually think of century to millennia old beings. So.
Yes. So, but I mean, technically, shores, yeah, they old houses.
That beach has been there forever.
One nation.
In all honesty, and I think of the U.S. as a country, I think it's rather young.
I mean, 200 years is a bit old. Lady of the Flag. How old is the Statue of Liberty?
Technically, it's actually based upon a Greek goddess.
Lady with Dog. Technically, she's a 30s flapper girl. Scenic Farm. Those are old farm buildings. Home for Christmas. That's an old house.
I know, but I liked Winter Fairy because I figured that was the oldest mythological being you had.
That works. Oh, you are going to... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So before we sat down to film, I told him that there was 2 whips on here that I actually have not been stitching on, much like Knee High, because of Letters of the Month style. Farm Fresh Eggs is... Hands-on Design Farm Fresh Eggs is my E for March for Letters of the Month. So I can stitch on that for February. So really the only thing I need to avoid is the hut, because I didn't put or finish clause on it when I signed up for the Letters of the Month. So I need to make my stitches last. It's next. Wait, I didn't put it on here. I've spent 2 months avoiding stitching on it because I didn't want to finish it before its month, and it's not even on my Letters of the Month.
I love you. By the way, if I'm allowed to do that, I can I see the weekly prompts again. So I was avoiding that one.
So yes, the hut and Farm Fresh Eggs can actually be used this month. All right.
I don't think there's anything we're going to change this time around, but still.
Okay, so something old depicted in the design.
Winter Fairy.
Depict Winter Fairy. Stitch with emerald green floss.
Lady.
Why did I put that on there twice? Yes. Put stitches into a whip that has something that could be chipped or cracked in the design.
Yep, butt nuggets. Either that or the other egg one you have.
Well, we can.
Eggs are fragile. Depends which one you want to get that more done.
I don't even
we already have butt nuggets for a different one, don't we?
Is there 200 stitches even on fresh egg farms? That might be the question.
Then you know what? I'm giving you an extra prompt. Finish the fracker.
I think I will.
It's less than 200 stitches. Just get it done.
I don't know how many stitches are on it at this point because I haven't sat and counted them. So do you want me to use that for do you want me to use that for this prompt or not?
No, that's it. Could you check and see? Never mind.
We are literally at 20 minutes.
Yep.
Half of our video is going to be plans at this point. Am I stitching on fresh eggs?
No, we'll worry about that next week.
So what am I I'm stitching on butt nuggets for this.
Yes.
Put stitches into a work.
Oh, the rest of them are fine.
Okay, Scenic Farm and a whip you can predict that will be finished in the very near future. You picked butt nuggets for that.
Actually, yeah, you might want to put fresh eggs and farm on that one. You changed the rules halfway through.
I actually didn't change the rules. I just had realized I'm an idiot.
The rules you gave me were no farm fresh eggs and no hut.
Yeah, and then
Then you changed them halfway through the. Okay, let's be done. This is just entertaining bickering at this point. So I can make plenty of people laugh.
Okay, well, you'll be seeing announcements here in a minute.
Bye.
It won't stop. Okay, now we're going to talk about Joe's plans.
Okay, for March Mayhem, I basically decided that I'm going to stitch 1 hour a day. No project is actually picked. There'll probably be dragons unless I actually get bored with it by the end of the month. But I don't stitch that much lately, and that's actually why I've been gaming, because it's like, you know what? I'm going to get the gaming in now, because like tonight, I'm going to stitch and I'm going to pass out. In all honesty.
You're going to stitch and then pass out?
Mm-hmm. Long day.
I know.
I'm working. I made the really dumb decision of volunteering to work overtime. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I should be getting a lot more work done on dragons.
Okay. Hopefully you get more done on dragons.
Oh, I am going to get more done on dragons.
Everybody has said they want to see dragons get done.
Yeah. And, you have a fair warning. When I get to about half page left, I'm going to start bugging the snot out of you about getting it ready to be FFO'd.
Okay.
I will be very much fire up my butt to get it FFO because it's such a big thing. Then I want to be able to. I actually want to put below it my finishing this save my marriage. Because you would have killed me if I didn't.
He's not wrong. I did that.
She didn't threaten me. She promised me.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Okay, next.
Okay, announcements. We don't stop between these.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. We've never stopped between them. Maybe we should.
So yeah, well, we can keep going. I might just hit the button just take you off halfway through, Mo.
Announcements.
Let's live dangerously.
Well, it's not in the same bed. Or not Baker Mayfield.
I don't keep up with the news.
Don't worry about it. That just made it even better.
Now I'm pissed off.
I'll explain it to you when we're done.
Your ponytail.
Okay. Retreat is coming up April 8th, 9th, and 10th. Last week, the governor's office announced that they're allowing more of an increase in people in indoor events. So we're good. We're good.
We were well below the last number, so we're really good now.
The last number. We're still good. So we've had some people signing up. I think we may be at the 15-ish mark. Maybe. Or there's about. If you are interested in it, it's in Lorain, Ohio. At the shipyards, the Facebook group to sign up and find out the information is linked below.
Fair warning, no partnership with hotels or anything, so you gotta get your own place to stay. You moved! That was gonna be cute. Get those nose hairs for you.
Thanks, dear. Yeah, in order to get block booking, I needed at least 10 rooms booked, and there wasn't that many. Okay, moving along.
I was just putting it out there.
Yes, other announcements.
I'm crazy with the side of meatballs.
I am working on doing some updating in the Hand Dyed by the Slovak Farm group. I am dividing my albums out between Ada, Even, Weave, and Linen. all of the standard colors will still be offered for all of them, but that way I can kind of put a look of what they look like on each fabric up.
Because each one reacts differently with each fabric, right?
Exactly. As I'm dyeing them, you know, I put it up there in the group, you know, I'm doing this as I'm dyeing them, and the different fabrics will go into those albums. But look through all the albums before you kind of decide. Blah 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 blah.
I have a funny idea for comments. Okay. Or never mind.
I also I've offered a fabric of the month, bag of the month since I started doing the hand dyed fabrics and the handmade bags, but a lot of people forgot. I do offer a fabric of the month and a bag of the month. And I'm working on a grime guard of the month subscription. Excuse me, I have to figure out pricing for the grime guard of the month. I'm almost there on it. But information for that is in the group. I put it up in the group. How you subscribe to it and how it works. If you are interested in any of my fabrics or my bags or my grime guides, join the group. Please help support my stay-at-home business now.
Can I ask my smart question now? You completely ignored me saying earlier.
Okay, what is your question, darling?
Comment below your best dad joke.
Give me your good dad jokes. We love good dad joke around here.
I'm trying to think of one, but they're really hard to come up with on the spot. At least for me. It just has to hit me.
I'm gonna hit you, alright.
Oh, yeah. Only when married to a crafting... Usually if you're in trouble with a marriage, it's... He tried to stab you with scissors. If you're married to a crafty lady, it's... He used the wrong scissors! Those were fabric scissors, not murder scissors. These are the murder scissors. You have scissors for everything else.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Okay. We're going to sign off now.
Yeah, I think your brain's checked out.
My brain checked out a while ago. I don't know if my brain has ever checked in today at this point.
Like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, thingy bobby, all the YouTube algorithm. Please like me stuff, comment, share, all that. Comment your bad dad jokes. It can be funny or be so terrible they're funny. Either one works.
Please make them so terrible they're funny.
And next week, if we have a bunch of good ones, we will say them on air as long as they're not. Keep them PG.
As long as they're PG, I'm going to read them on air. I don't care.
Actually, no. If they're like X-rated, they need deleted. Any really raunchy ones need deleted.
Please don't put anything really raunchy. Just make them funny.
Because we know there are munchkins that do watch this and read the comments.
Clean, fun.
Yeah.
Good, clean fun. The cat keeps walking around the dining room and his reflection shows up in the window and it freaks me out. Okay, that's it for the week. We'll see you next week.
Bye.